Whew. Well, it's been quite a week, huh? Okay, so for some reason, I feel like my last commentary video was a little too harsh. I don't know why. And so I guess for this next RTT time, we're gonna unpack that. So buckle up, Buttercup. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Exis Does. I'm Exis, and I am doing things still. And we're on our second week of RTT, so yay! I'm filming this the day before RTT is supposed to drop, which is on a Sunday, so hopefully I will be able to record this in a promptly manner and have this out and dropped by tomorrow, which is Monday, so that I can keep up with my RTT schedule. Anyway, how's everybody doing? What's up? How's it going? It is 4:06 p.m. in the afternoon, and it is a Sunday. It's a nice Sunday too. It's sunny. Yesterday it was really bad. I actually went to go eat somewhere with a friend, and it was raining awful. Like, as soon as it was sunny all day, and then as soon as we hit the door and left, it just started pouring rain, and I did not wear the proper shoes for it. My shoes were all wet. I had to stop by freaking CVS, get some sandals. His shoes got all wet. It was just a mess. But anyway, we had Ethiopian food and it was really good. And I'm starting to realize that I have a newfound love for Ethiopian food. Like, I feel like if you eat Ethiopian food at the restaurant and don't eat it via Uber Eats or any delivery app service, so if you don't get it delivered, then I personally feel like Ethiopian food can be really good. It's a nice experience, and it's also incredibly affordable. That's what I like about these little niche cultural restaurants like Indian food, Chinese food, Ethiopian food, is that they're incredibly affordable. So yeah, I was very, very excited and happy when I had my Ethiopian food. But anyway, recently I made a video talking about the BBL epidemic, and I was really like talking and kind of unpacking some of the issues people had with the BBL epidemic, mostly like you know, the controversy over why young girls and adult women and men want to get this type of surgery, and unpacking the possible reasons why, and also talking about like why the people who don't have the surgery are actually low-key the ones to blame for those who feel influenced to get the surgery. And like, before doing the BBL video, I was very cautious. Like, I really wanted to make sure that I didn't offend anybody. But then again, if you're doing commentary, whether you like it or not, you're always gonna end up offending someone. So it's whatever. But I tried to be as objective as possible, listing the pros and the cons. And then I talked about like how regular people are at fault for young girls feeling influenced to get BBLs. And kind of like how we function as a society, because we live in a society, and how the society that we live in functions in regards to like surgery, and how we celebrate good plastic surgery versus bad plastic surgery. And you know, it got me thinking about what I wanted to talk about for my next RTT in regards to like body image issues, and me personally going through them, and like, I guess any other regular person going through body image issues. Anyway, and how it like affects us, because I noticed that while I was editing my last video and looking through my pictures, I wanted to do like a before and after of like, you know, how thick I've gotten, or is it just regular weight? No, but I wanted to do a video about how thick I have gotten as a person. And I was fishing through my old photos from like 2015, 2014, the year before Trump became president. So like 2015-ish, 2015, 16-ish. And I remember being like mad skinny. I remember like people being like, are you eating? Are you good? Are you okay? Like, what's going on with you? And I would be like, I'm fine, you know? But I was just like working out a lot and maybe cutting significantly back on my calories. No, I always eat a lot. Like, no, I was just working out like a ton, like cardio to the max, to the utmost level. Like it was insane. And so like people were like, "Are you eating? Are you good? I'm worried." And I'd be like, "No, I'm fine. I'm just exercising my feelings away." And I looked at like myself, and I noticed that I was like really small, specifically in my face and in my body. And that was around the time when I didn't have some of like the body image issues that I have now, except I had no figure. Like, I had no curves, no nothing. I was just like mad skinny, and that was something I did not like. I wanted to have a little bit of meat on my bones. I wanted to be dummy thick. I wanted to have a little bit of a booty, you know? And so while I did enjoy being small, and like, let's not kid ourselves and not act like in the world we live in, society favors women who are smaller versus women who are bigger or thicker. Not that they should, but it's just what it is. So, you know, I was definitely benefiting off of the privilege of that. But at the same time, it was just kind of like, you know, I kind of want some curves. So, and it's like, you know, going to school religiously, especially the school I went to, I couldn't like focus on my nutrition because I was too focused on like everything else going on in my college. It was a pretty strenuous college. I fell off for a bit, and then 16 comes around, and I start to realize that I actually was gaining weight. And the number one place that I noticed I was gaining weight was in my back. I started having back fat. And I can't stand my back. To this day, I can't stand it. And I think that is where a lot of my body image issues started. And so right now, at the weight that I'm I carry it well, but you can tell I've gained a little, you know, I got a little something, you know. But I've also noticed that with the influx of different movements, like the body positivity movement, anti-fat phobia movement, and all these like new like movements and subcultures starting up, I kind of feel very uncomfortable admitting now that I still have body image issues. So yeah, I feel very uncomfortable admitting that. Mostly because, and I don't know if it's because maybe the commentary I watch or the section of YouTube that I decide to reside in influences my decision, but it really makes me feel as if I can't actively wallow and vent in my body image issues. Like, I have to unpack it constantly, unpack, understand, debunk, heal, or improve on these issues. And I guess my friend and I were talking about this yesterday. I was kind of explaining to him how, as at least like a thicker woman, I'm definitely like not fat, definitely, but I'm also not super skinny either. So I'm like mid-sized. But I feel like I am in this spectrum of trying to balance out, like, I want to look very strong and fit versus not having that mindset and just being confident and fully loving myself. Like, I feel like I have to do a balancing act almost. Because if I express my goals, my fitness goals of wanting to be like super fit, super strong, I feel like people would see that as me being fat phobic, which isn't my intentions, because I'm actively trying to lose weight in order to look stronger. And then if I state that I am okay with myself or that I'm comfortable at the weight that I'm in, I feel like I'm lying to people, because sometimes I'm not really comfortable at the current weight I'm in. To be fair, however, I've never been truly comfortable with any weight that I've been in. So if I was super skinny, I always feel like I was too skinny. And if I was super fat, I always felt like, or not fat, but like, you know, gained a bit of weight. I always felt like I wasn't skinny enough. So it was never like this level of comfort within me. And I feel ashamed sometimes almost admitting that, because for some reason I feel like I'm being like fat phobic or ingenuine. Some people look at me and they're like, wow, like you're so positive in your body and so confident in your body. You influence me to be confident in my body. And it's like, wow, awesome. But also, like, it's rough in these streets. Like, it's really tough. Sometimes I just really want to be like, you know, I'm not comfortable in my body. I'm struggling like you, and I'm just trying to make the most of it. But if I say that, then I feel like people might take that the wrong way, that I'm like, I'm lying to my audience or something. I don't know. And I've seen that happen before. I've seen that happen several times with like some of my favorite influencers, where they try to make video or content that would fit into the body positivity and or I'm gonna have to do a cut crease, where it fits into the body positivity and or self-love category of the internet, and they personally don't really know that or understand that, and they're just like making content that like speaks to them. And so then when they do something that is like harmful to the movement, the body positivity movement, or like the self-love, healthy at every size movement, they get like a splash. And like, I guess I don't want to fall in that category, but also at the same time, I don't want to like sit up here and lie to y'all and be like, yeah, I love myself all the time, because there are times when I don't. It's so easy to be like, love yourself, love the skin that you're in, you know? But also it's just like, damn, like, I'd like to look stronger. I'd like to lose some weight in my face, maybe. I don't know. I guess an example of this that comes to mind is one of my favorite YouTubers, actually, but I used to work out with her like when I was 17. She really like kickstarted my fitness journey, or like my love of fitness now. And that's Cassie Ho. I think years ago she made like this video, beauty standards, and talking about the different beauty standards over time. And it was like a moving video, and its overall message was how we as women don't have to adhere to the unrealistic beauty standards of whatever modern day society pushes on us. And it was a great video, and it actually went viral, and a bunch of like body positive gotta find the right brush. And it actually reached a lot of like body positive blogs, and a lot of people were talking about it because it was a very great video. It was very moving and thoughtful. But she's a fitness trainer, and she is very much so about her fit life and about them gains, bro. You know, while she was getting her flowers for this really thoughtful video she made from like the body positive movement and other subcultures within the body positive category, she started to get backlash when she was trying to lose weight for her, I want to say, wedding. Yeah, when she was trying to lose weight for her wedding. And like, she's a content creator on YouTube, so I gotta be silent for this. Hold on a second. Ooh. Oh my God, where is it? No, please do right by me, please. Okay, yeah, so there was a lot of backlash about, because she was documenting her fitness journey for a wedding ceremony, and she lost a significant amount of weight. And then the body positivity movement started to, like, clap back at her, and she got a lot of backlash because she was losing weight, which was a fitness goal of hers as a fitness trainer for her wedding. And they were saying how it was anti-body positive, and it, she was exploiting the body positive movement because she was all about like self-love, and she had just made this video about beauty standards and the body image over the decades, and it was so thoughtful, and how dare you, Cassie Ho, yeah. And it's just like, never once did she state that she was actively a part of the body positivity movement at all. Y'all did that, y'all. She even said that in a video. She talked about regarding the controversy. She was like, yeah, like, I am a fitness trainer and I made a video that was thoughtful to me. And y'all took it and ran with it and said that I was a part of this movement that I had no idea even existed. It's actually a really good video. I might link it down below because it really like explores body positivity and like what it actually was and what even the founder of body positivity intended for it to be before it was hijacked by like commercial businesses. She really like unpacks and debunks like a lot of the hate she got during that time, and I really appreciate her going on her platform and doing something like that, because normally, especially with someone of her like influence and clout, she really didn't have to do that. She really could have just like pulled a problematic YouTuber and just not comment or remark on anything, and she could have just continued her Blogilates fitness routine. But it's just like, I think that sometimes as a unit we kind of like throw people in categories and we like expect them to adhere to these categories when they never really asked to be a part of them to begin with. Like, a fitness trainer makes a video about unrealistic beauty standards, and then now you have like the body positivity movement hijacking that video, and now the body positivity movement and everything under that thinks that this fitness influencer is part of the movement and stands for and stands by everything that the movement has to offer, which just simply isn't true and is very much so mob thinking. I want to say another example is I think her name is Glitter and Lasers, and this happened like a while ago. I think this happened like last year, where she is this very fat positive, and if I am getting into fat folks business, like clock me in the comments, because that's not my intention. That's not what I'm trying to do today. I'm not trying to tell fat people how to live their lives, so clock me in the comments if I am. Glitter and Lasers, she not a YouTuber, but like I think a TikToker who makes YouTube on the side, and she's very fat positive, and she's very much so like, I'm valid as a fat person, look at me, I'm fat, bitch, what's good. And I love her, I love that about her. But she also told her audience that she was suffering like some sort of disease or injury of the sort, and she had to tell her audience like, hey, the only way that I can help alleviate the pain of this disease is if I start losing weight. And I just want to remind you guys, or I just want to let you guys know that I am embarking on this weight loss journey because of this illness that I have. She won't feel as much pain as she would if she were the size that she was. And she was very honest and transparent with her audience, and she was very much so like, hey y'all, this is what it is, this is what it be. I think another YouTuber, I'm not gonna say her name. If you know, you know. I'm not trying to attack, especially like a whole year later. She made some backlash. She criticized Glitter and Lasers video, claiming that what she was doing was predatorial to her fat positive audience, and just saying how it's not okay, and how totally goes against the health at every size movement and all of that stuff. I just kind of like watched this person's video. It was very weird, because are you really predatorial to your audience if you're telling them that you're suffering from a life-threatening disease, and one of the best ways to alleviate the disease is if you lose some weight? Like, she could have not told her audience and just lost weight on her own and kept pandering to her fat positive audience, but she took the time out of her day to let people know that she was going to be losing some weight because of this disease. And so I guess this is why I kind of have some qualms when I express my body image issues, because I don't want to come off as me being fat phobic, because in no way am I saying, oh, I'm a fat lard trash bag. I'm not saying that at all. But also, it's like, I want to lose a little bit of pounds, like that's just like a personal goal I have. I guess what me and my friend were saying yesterday about like, body positivity and like self-love and, venting and stuff, is that like when you tell somebody who wants to like make some changes to their body and you say like, don't say that, love your body, love the skin that you're in, you're beautiful, yeah, gives a little bit of toxic positivities, you're not letting people like voice their like issues about their body, and in the same breath, if someone says like, oh, I'm like, I don't like my size, I wish I could lose some weight. You definitely shouldn't be like, well, yeah, you need to, you fat piece of blah. Like, no. But it's just like one of those things where it's like, you know, listen to what someone's saying. Like, they're saying, I'm having body image issues. I want to lose this amount of weight, or I want to do this to get here, or I want to have strong looking legs, or I want arm muscles. That's okay. That should be just as valid as someone just naturally loving the body that they have right now. And it neither end of the spectrum should be seen as problematic, especially if you're like a skinny person and you're telling like a bigger person to like, you know, it's fine, love yourself, sis. Like, no, you sound stupid because you're skinny. So you never had to live my life, sweetheart. Pipe down. I don't know. It's just like thinking about that, thinking about like my audience, and trying not to come off as like super rigid about my body, but also being like transparent about how I feel about myself. You know, it's an interesting balance. I treat body positivity the same way I treat BLM, where it's just like, you know, in my heart, Black lives still do matter. The organization though, I don't know about that. And that's how I feel about body positivity. It's like, in my heart, body positivity matters and all bodies should be valid and are valid. But the actual like movement now, and like some of the radical viewpoints that they be having, where it's like, if you work out, you're not body positive. Like, I'm not standing by that. I'm able to hip thrust 245 pounds. All right. There's no way in hell you're going to sit here and try to twist up your mouth and tell me that I'm not allowed to work out anymore. And if I do, I'm not body positive. You're not going to do this today, sweetheart. That's not what we doing here. Yeah, that's how I feel about the body positivity movement and like body images as a whole. And if you're going through body images yourself, just know that you're not alone, because I'm here for you, boo. I'm going through it too, sis. And every person goes through like some sort of body image, and that's valid and that's fair, you know, especially for women, like, because we're constantly being thrown in our faces, whether it be subconsciously or very consciously, that we have to look a certain way 24/7. And if we don't look this way, then, you know, we are considered less than. Even when we feel insecure in our bodies, I feel like we don't even get a chance to let ourselves have those feelings. I'm not saying like dwell on those feelings, like don't do that, but just be like, man, I'm not feeling too hot today, you know, I don't feel sexy today, I don't look good today, you know. It's like, if they're not pushing for us to always look sexy 24/7, it feels like now they're pushing us to constantly love ourselves. Love yourself 24/7. And like, if you don't, there is something wrong. And I don't like that, because that's not how normal human beings work. It's okay to sit here and be like, man, I'm not feeling too hot about myself today. But it's not okay to dwell in those feelings. Like, you could have like maybe like a day or two where you wallow for a bit, but as long as you pick yourself back up and you're like, I'm actually a baddie, boo. Like, that's fine, you know? That's okay. Let people be people, you know? I'd even say even like your favorite influencers who are very much so in that movement or align their brand with those movements, I'm pretty sure some days they're not going to be like 100% like, I love me, you know? Some days it's probably gonna be raw, especially if they're modeling, you know? Like, it's gonna be hard for them. So just give them grace. Understand that nobody's perfect, and we all be going through it. We all be going through the mess, and you know, act accordingly. So yeah, that's my spiel on body positivity. Oh la la. No. Okay, this eyeliner is terrible. Okay, this eyelash is a little messed up, but that's okay. We gotta keep this moving. This record is almost an hour long. I will BRB. I'm gonna put my lipstick on and some more highlighter, and then I'll be right back. I feel like this RTT is a lot less interesting than the other one. Y'all watch this video to hear me rant. That's a you problem. That's not a me problem. Anyway, I'm really into headbands for some reason, so I'm gonna put this headband on and see if it looks. Oh, it does. It's serving. It serves. Yay. Okay. Okay, so this is the final look. I look like Barbie, like Christy. Do you remember that Barbie doll, Christy? Okay, my next RTT is definitely going to be about my rekindling my joy with Barbie dolls and Bratz dolls, specifically Bratz dolls, because they're making a comeback. But yeah, like, I can't wait for that RTT. So this is the end of the video. If you made it to the end of the video, awesome. Be sure to like and subscribe and do all of that good stuff. Tell me if you have any body image issues of your own. Do you feel like you have to be forced to remain positive about your body 24/7, or do you feel like you have to like constantly fit into these body standards? I don't know. That was like the main theme. So anyway, that's the end of the video. Okay, bye.